Hey, what's up guys, this is Marl here to give you my review of Boruto episode 10, The Ghost Incident, The Investigation Begins. Before I get into this, I want to know the fact that I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm coughing a bit, well actually a lot recently, so if coughing during this review, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit under the weather, but either way, a neat Boruto episode, and it basically starts off with Naruto, Shiga, and Mitsuki cutting classes per se. Cutting classes, which at least 2 of the 3 thought they were going to be cleared, but upon when they get home, leave both Boruto's and Shigeda's moms knows that they were both cutting school. Mitsuki just gave us somewhat a weird, the most excusable news for an absence note. But it starts off with, but before that, it starts off with they started looking for the ghost, but it's apparently nothing yet. Not recently, like towards the beginning of the episode, they haven't seen anything yet. But after the whole thing, they didn't find anything. But during the next day of school, some of the students were chosen to go to work experience trips. They do some more the everyday jobs for people who are not basically who are not basically ninjas, but support the Ninja Academy in ways, or at least support what they do. Which leads to something going to a firework factory, a water purification plant, nail salons, the fireman services, the police force, to the postal service. And Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki go to the postal service as a group of 3, as an excuse to look for more instances of more of the ghost incidents. But it's not just Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki are looking for the ghost. Also, the 7th Hokage Naruto, his advisor Shikamaru, and Sai also looking into the whole ghost incidents. And it's also pretty much nice to see that. I see the fact that Sai returned to the Boruto series after Naruto and when the last movie ended. Excuse me, but I can't feel if I really cheated out a moment where we could see Sai as a dad and at least went to Inojin. So we're going to see how Ino does as a mom, since we already saw Tamari. And speaking of Tamari as a mom, she's like one of those moms that basically scolds her son Shikida for doing anything stupid. Like in episode 3, we see her scolding both Shikida and Shikamaru. And she also has a tendency to slap. She also has a bit of a tendency to sometimes slap his son. Not in an abuse way, but in a way of somewhat of anger. Even Hinata can get angry as a mom. When she's a mom, she is scared. She can't even. The shot of her actually being just actually angry, her Byakugan was activated, so that was really. Seeing that from Hinata means she's too close to be very scary. No, Tamari, she's already scared enough as it is. I'm just waiting to see how Ino does as a mom and Sai as a dad compared to Inojin sometime in the future. Now onto the subject of the postal service. Both Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki go with this mailman service to go over the village to hand over mail. At first I thought it was pretty easy, but it was the small parts of the job that gets tiring. Basically just walking all over the village. For those who are not ninja based, who can just jump off rooftops to rooftop so easily. But Boruto, Shiga, and Mitsuki do that in a way to make it for the sake of time. But it kind of caused an effect apparently where all the mailing services got mixed up. I'll get to that moment a little bit after this point, where a sighting in the Shinichiki, I think it was called Shinichiki Park, a ghost incident happened where apparently Sai showed up to the scene, to the part where everything's pretty much wrecked. Sai comes in, turns out that he meets the victim of the recent attack. He's depleted of all chakra, and he finds out after investigating it, he finds a piece of a leaf, or like a stem of a flower, underneath the wooden bench. Now fast forward to the Hokage office where he's with Naruto and Shikamaru. Sai explains the fact that he is the Hashirama cell. Excuse me, you also forgot to have a bit of stuff in nose, just in case if I can't breathe right. And if, he also explains the fact that there's a certain part of the Anbu Black Ops, the Foundation, founded by Danzo, founded and led by Danzo, were behind the investigation of the Hashirama cell. But the Foundation was disbanded ever since Hans was dead. So it's a nice little moment they added. They referenced Naruto Shippuden because even they have to deal with the effects of the Anbu Black Ops, at least the Foundation part of it, being disbanded ever since Danzo was dead under Shippuden after Sasuke killed him. Or at least Danzo committed suicide himself instead of losing. Instead of just dying in the hands of Sasuke. And apparently it's affecting him to the wood styles. And you know how when excuse me again. Wood style ninjutsu is basically one of those jutsus that are like one of those ninjutsu styles that are not exactly common compared to the other styles like fire, water, earth, wind, and lightning. If you go over, Simon mentions that if you go across the land of fire, only a certain few are wood style users. The only person I can come up with who are wood style users are the first Hokage, Hashirama, and Yamato. Now both of those two are the only confirmed wood styles that we all know here. Obviously, there's still more out there, but there's only a few wood style users. So I think it's a bit of a hint of the fact that whoever's affected with the ghost, or at least it's what Boruto, Shikida, or at least all six of them call him the House of the Ghost incident, apparently has some sort of affection with wood style users. So maybe the person behind the shadow is a wood style user. Maybe, I'm not totally sure. There's some mystery surrounding the shadow, more so who's casting it, and why he or she is doing this. Now, fast forward to that, before I get into the whole moment after the whole mailing situation, there's this one scene where Naruto, he's staying in the night, but he goes to his home to pick up some change of clothes. It was a nice little touching moment to see both Naruto and Hinata have like a husband and wife scenario dealing with their oldest son, Boruto. Naruto grew up without a dad, so he basically instructions how to fully interact with Boruto since he has a dad, so he's almost like to be lectured, be scolded by a dad. Now that he's a dad himself, he doesn't know exactly how to do that, so it's really nice touching moment there. Showing the fact that Naruto is just basically new to this whole parenting thing. Since I having two kids under his belt, he's still basically new. And seeing Hinata mention the fact that when he laughs, he looks just exactly like Naruto. So it's a really nice touching moment there. It's really the moment where Hinata and Shino had a small moment back to when they were getting. Back to the days when they were getting, where they were also... Yeah, back when they were just getting in tune, then now full-fledged tunings, being together in a squad for so long. Now back to the mailing situation after we found out that Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki messed up with the mailing services. They meet up with Chojo, who we thought was going to be possessed by Shep, but no. But no, she actually turns to be very, very angry. She's like really pissed off because a certain delivery of potato chips was not delivered to the supermarket as it's intended. She takes her anger out on Boruto, and the head guy of the postal service blames and suffices these three to stay behind inventory stamps as punishment for messing up the mail service. And upon doing the inventory, they found out there was another incident at the water purification plant. And that's where Boruto met up with the class rep and two other students who are doing their work experience trip there. And upon hearing the fact that that's where the class rep is, both of them make a mad dash to the purification plant, but when we get there, we see a shot apparently of the class rep down on the floor, close ripped. Hinting the fact that she was attacked by someone or by something, and she was left unconscious. And cuts right there. So we're going to left on a cliffhanger from episode 11 for next week, where we finally get to see Sakura. We're going to see Sakura returning to the Boruto series after the last, or at least after the Boruto movie. Yeah, after the Boruto movie. Now apparently she looks like a full-fledged head of medicine in the Hidden Leaf Village. Basically just like how Tamari will be. No, not Tamari, Tsunade. And hinting the fact that Naruto tells Boruto and his friends to stay away from this investigation. But since they were the first ones doing this, they're going to basically clash between father and son. And the episode was titled The Shadow of the Mastermind. Maybe we'll see the mastermind behind the shadow. Who knows? It's so basically up in the air about this point. So, overall, I like the episode, seeing the fact that how Hinata was to be very scary as about the touching moment between Naruto and Hinata as a husband and wife. And being the fact the possibility that the class represents lives is in danger. Shows the fact that this guy, actually, it's being the fact that the class got attacked. Things could go either way. And also seeing the fact that Sakura will come back, seeing Sakura returning to the series after the Boruto movie. We can see how she does as the head of medicine. So, until next week, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share it with a friend, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.